The Renault Scenic was one of the first cars that I reviewed, and I remember being blown away by what a brilliant take on the family car it was. Sadly, over the years, it just lost its way a little bit, and whilst it remained a good family drive, it didn't have that groundbreaking appeal that it once had. Well, I'm happy to say that this fourth generation has finally got its mojo back. Now into its fourth generation, the all-new Scenic has the practicality and family friendliness that were its hallmarks, but it now comes with an added all-important dose of style. It's streamlined, well-proportioned and has a sporty, athletic look, thanks in part to its huge 20-inch wheels, which you'll be happy to hear are standard on all models. It's fantastic to see the Scenic looking so fresh and so modern after so many years of looking, quite frankly, rather unremarkable. But of course, for many buyers, it's not what's going on the outside that matters, it's what's happening on the inside. And while it's not unappealing in here, sadly it doesn't have the same kind of appeal as the exterior. I mean, the thing that really hits you straight away is just how dark it is and how much black plastic there is in here. Thank goodness for this fantastic expansive windscreen, and also this beautiful panoramic sunroof which this model is fitted with. Now, one thing I do really like is the simple, elegant layout here. Everything is based around this central control panel. You've got a touchscreen multimedia system here, which is very intuitive, really easy to get to use and to navigate your way around. When it comes to the build quality, just the feel and the fit is also very good. It feels like it's really built to last. And also in terms of trim levels, well, there are 3 to go at, and even the standard trim is really well equipped. Every car from Expression Plus upwards comes with dual zone climate control and a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with DAB radio. There's also Bluetooth connectivity and a pair of 12-volt power points. Outside, as I said, you get those colossal 20-inch wheels standard across the range, and back inside you get an adjustable steering column, a height adjustable driver's seat, automatic headlights and windscreen wipers, along with power folding heated door mirrors, and the leather steering wheel adds to the quality feel of the interior. This model, for example, comes fitted with Leatherpack Premium, which, as the name suggests, gives you leather seats here in the front, which are also heated, and there's a memory function on the driver's seat. You also helpfully get Isofix points here in the front seat, along with a handy compartment down there under the passenger seat. Okay, so let's just talk about storage generally now. Glove box. Well, it's not a bad size, not the largest, but it's okay. However, I do think the door bins could be far wider, far more usable. They're just a bit mean. As for the cup holders, right, okay, so this is the water bottle I always carry in the car, and this is my warm drinks container that I always carry in the car, neither of which will fit into the cup holders. I don't know, they just seem too small to me. Now let's talk about the central console. You've got a brilliantly sized illuminated compartment in there, which is really handy, and more storage underneath there along with USB points. And the brilliant thing is that the whole thing moves backwards and forwards, so you can give the backseat passengers more room should they need it. However, here's the big flaw in it. When you move it forward, your cup holders disappear. So every time you've got 3 kids in the back, you've got no cup holders. And that would drive me absolutely crazy. In the back, as I've already said, the centre console of course also slides back and forwards to give you more space as you need it, as in fact do the seats. You can have them back here, or you can move them forward to give you space for either luggage in the back or for your passengers. There's a power outlet, 2 USB ports for the back, along with this brilliantly useful storage compartment. There's also 4 underfloor storage compartments that give you extra space. When it comes to boot space, as you'd expect, it's good. Larger than its rivals, and if you slide the back seats forward, you get even more space. The false floor is handy for storing valuables, and the back seats fold with a clever one-touch operation. But the really clever part is that you can also fold them down from here in the front through the multimedia system. Just takes the touch of a few buttons, select all, fold, and there they go. Clever, eh? One thing I found impressive is the level of driver assistance systems that you get as standard. I'm talking about technology like an emergency braking system that also detects pedestrians, and this incidentally is the first MPV to have that fitted as standard, along with more technology to make sure you stay in lane and traffic sign recognition. It's all gone together to earn the Scenic a well-deserved full 5-star rating from safety experts Euro NCAP, which of course is exactly what you need when you're in the market for a family car. When it comes to engines, there's a 1.2 litre petrol engine along with 2 diesels. This is the 1.5 litre diesel, and it's pleasingly quiet and refined. What really strikes me about the Scenic is what an easy car this is to just get in and drive. You know, the steering is precise, you don't get the kind of body roll going into corners that you often associate with an MPV. The gearbox is nice and smooth, allowing you to move up through the gears. You know, overall, it's just a really good experience. I think on the downside, the 1.5 litre engine isn't quite punchy enough. You really do need to consider your overtaking quite carefully. I've been let down a couple of times where I've put my foot down and the power that I imagined I would have had from an engine this size just hasn't been there. You know, so often really good cars just fizzle out and eventually fade away. So it's so good to see this once groundbreaking car just fantastically back on form. And what's really pleasing about it is that whilst it is definitely fresh and modern, it still remains true to those practical MPV roots. To watch more reviews, click on the playlist and don't forget to press our logo to subscribe.